Hello and welcome everyone. So I'm doing a video here on heat in the body and my own experience, and from my own experience I've experienced damp heat, and I'm going to include a link to this where it's going to show you the different types of heat, and you're going to have to read through this and really look at this for your situation. And I always recommend still to see a TCM, traditional Chinese medicine. That's what that stands for, practitioner. But at least this will give you an idea. I mean, here's some symptoms of damp heat right now. You would have greasy skin, you would have weariness, aches in muscles, night sweating, low-grade fever, feeling of heat, body hot to touch, and I've been there. Now this is all gone in my experience and my situation. But then there's other symptoms. You can get skin symptoms of damp heat, and it's going to show some examples here, and it's just going to show these kind of little boils here, and some of you may have these. It's going to show oozing skin and eruptions, swollen, painful eyes, stye and eyelids, oozing eyes, mouth ulcers, and this is all damp heat, folks. And this is showing toxic heat right here. So notice the rest of the gums are pink, but you're getting some ulcers here. So there's a difference between, well, you have to actually look at when you're diagnosing damp heat. It says we must differentiate between prevalence of dampness and prevalence of heat, because it makes a difference to the treatment. And yes, there's herbs for this, and it's, there's herbs for everything, but that's why you need to go to a TCM, because you can't just take the wrong one. However, I do suggest that if you're doing the green teas and you're doing a lot of warm liquids, especially with lemon, not cold lemon, that doesn't do anything, it actually makes the problem worse, that's going to help, as well as doing a ton of vegetables, which I've been doing, throwing in some mung beans, even some lentils. All of these are going to help get rid of this damp heat. But let's look at this. Prevalence of dampness. Face is pale yellow. Fever, feeling of heat, greasy sweat. You're going to have, heaviness of the eyes and head. You're going to have poor appetite, stools with mucus or water. Some of you may have this, and here's the prevalence of the heat. So the whole point to all this is that you really need to adjust your diet. If you've been on a raw food diet for 4 to 6 months and you're not healing, this may be why. If you've already healed in 4 to 6 months, fine. You can still adjust your diet, add in some teas, some steamed vegetables, you'll be fine. But for people that are not healing, the longer you go on a raw diet doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get the benefits, and you could get the reverse effect. So keep that in mind. So people that are not healing after 8 months, 9 months especially, 10 months, even a year, you need to adjust your diet accordingly. You've probably drank a lot of cold drinks in your life. I know I had. And if you watch my video about my liver, I was told this a year ago, that drinking too many drinks with ice was going to be a problem. Now, if you're juicing vegetables and you're doing that once a day, and you're doing primarily all vegetables, that's not going to be as big of an issue. Again, that's still short term. So again, I'm going to include this article. There's a lot of information. It's going to talk about damp heat in the spleen, damp heat in the liver, and it's going to explain, about the tongue, whether it's, red, redder side, sticky yellow coating, slippery, wiry wrap. I mean, this is just going to give you an idea, folks. And as time goes on, as I do more videos, this should all make more sense. But again, that's why there's always a practitioner that can pinpoint these particular areas. Damp heat in the liver and gallbladder, stomach damp heat. There's a wide variety of things that can be done. Here's the acupuncture that can be done, the prescription. This is just a basic idea. So this is excellent information that I want people to look at. And I'm not trying to make this complicated or confusing. And there's always going to be somebody that doesn't understand something and doesn't want to change their ways and move forward and broaden their horizons and intellectual ability. And that is really what this is about. You have to make changes, and here's some different pictures of tongues, and this really goes in depth, folks. And there's people that are commenting and giving their experience, and again, this is just a site that I have found that can give you some useful information to really explain further some more on this particular topic. Any questions, go ahead and let me know. But as always, thank you for watching my videos, and if this is the first one you're watching, please go back to my other videos, really start educating yourself. And there is a difference for some people and everyone between a raw diet and healing for their body. And I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and now I'm actually going towards and pinpointing the exact issues for my particular body and moving forward from there, and you should do the same. Thank you.